This is our news outlook at 1. My name is Caroline Mugure. Welcome. And as the climate summit enters day 2, hundreds of activists staged a peaceful march in Nairobi to protest what they termed as exclusion from the climate change talks. The activists accused the conveners of the summit of denying them accreditation to take part in the talks, adding that the global north has hijacked the summit in a bid to influence the outcome of the conference, as our reporter Felix Wanjala reports.
More than 300 activists from different climate change organizations in Africa marched from Nyayo National Stadium to the Green Park Park where they convened what they called the African People's Climate Summit. They were protesting for what they termed as hijacking of the African Climate Summit by the Global North, accusing the convener of the summit of deliberately locking out the civil society by denying them accreditation.
Africa Climate Summit has closed the space to civil society, particularly taking an inclusive approach to actually including us in the processes of setting the agenda. And what we're doing is we're launching a people's declaration that is for Africa and by Africa, that centers the people's needs at the center of that agenda.
With Africa responsible for only 4% of the carbon footprints, but bring the brand of the climate changes, they have issued a rally in call for the African delegates to push for the operational of the loss and damage fund to support vulnerable countries hit hard by climate disasters that include cyclones, floods, severe droughts, and other disasters.
Year in, year out, we see African communities being affected by droughts, by cyclones, and African people have been demanding for real climate action.
On the other side, the African climate activists have called for the adequate funding to deal with the adverse effect of climate change in the country and Africa continent at large.
You realize in this country and in the African context, we talk about floods, we talk about droughts, which are significant results of.
It is for this reason that the climate advocates are strongly advocating a transition by African countries from the use of fossil fuel such as coal, oil and natural gases. Burning of these resources to generate energy releases greenhouse gases, contributing to climate change.
Africa is rich in terms of renewable energy sources. We have wind, we have solar in Africa.
I'm expecting that the solutions they'll be talking about is renewable energy centered.
It is so important for us to follow the example that Kenya has given us and continue adopting ambitious renewable energy targets within the African continent.
Felix Wanjala, Tandao TV.